All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Episode 57 of Filmahyolics Entertainment Podcast. I'm surprised our boy is not waiting in the comments for us right now. But hey, guys, welcome to episode 57. Welcome to 2025 January. And how the hey are we?
Not bad. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Well, that's good. Brad, what's up, Brad?
Second episode of the season.
Yeah,
It's good
I'm
to be
surprised
back.
that's never happened.
Right, I know. If anyone's listening, Vu has an intruder in his home and he is currently fighting them off.
Yeah, he's fighting them off. And this is just, I don't know, it has not moved. We don't know if he is breathing. We do know that there are people in his apartment. He is moving.
He is moving, thank God.
How's everything been, Brad? How's school been, dude?
School starts next week, so we're still grinding, watching as much TV as I can. I haven't been watching a lot of movies, been watching a lot of TV.
Okay.
And since this is our TV highlight episode for the upcoming year, I think all of us here are just ready to talk about some pretty damn amazing shows that are coming out this year.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, I thought, it's going to be movies are going to be the big thing of the year. I truly think it's going to be a mixture of both. But I think TV's they're just on such a roll right now that it's going to be closer than maybe the last 5 years. But I still think TV might end up being on top. And I wanted to do this episode because maybe the biggest show of the year is starting already in January is Severance. We're going to go into that. I can't wait to talk about that. They did release the first 8 minutes on Apple TV. Have you checked that out yet?
Wait, what?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, the first 8 minutes are on Apple TV.
I don't know if I like that, though.
They did it like 2 weeks ago, I think, during Christmas time because they knew families were together and stuff. Which is interesting considering it is a rated R show. But I feel like it's humorous. It's not the darkest thing in the world.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not the most R-rated thing.
Yeah, right. But they are calling it generational TV, which I'm really pumped about.
So you're telling me expectations are through the roof?
I mean, 100%. Well, it's different. Like, I'm watching Skeleton Crew right now. Tonight, I think is the season finale. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And I'm pumped, bro. I'm pumped. I think a lot of Star Wars fans are excited about it. But the reason why that's so successful, I think, is because of the low expectations. Looking at Penguin, dude, of last year.
Right.
I thought all along. Fallout, I'd say.
But I think this list that we're going to be checking out, I think there's a lot of... All right, so Vu's being evacuated, so he may be joining when he can. But what I was saying is I think this season of TV that we're going to go over, I think there's a lot of shows with a lot of expectations that are really high. Like we're talking a bunch of finales too on the list. It's going to be a good year of TV and movies.
So I haven't really looked at the list itself because I wanted to get I've just heard of some. Like I know like one show I'm very interested in is the Game of Thrones one, the spinoff.
Oh yeah.
We'll go into that. Things like gosh, I know this is weird. They're doing a new season of The Bear, aren't they? Final season, is it the series finale?
That was not on the list.
It was not. Okay, I thought it because they shot it back to back.
Yeah, there's some things that weren't on the list that I just wasn't sure. It just didn't get mentioned, and it will come out, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. I guess they haven't announced it yet.
The most likely.
It's coming out. This season 4 of The Bear. This expectation that they stopped shooting it, and it's going to resume filming in February, March of 2024. Whatever. Either way, I think there's a couple of shows we'll be seeing. I mean, like they just announced recently, the new The Last of Us season 2 is going to be in April. Yeah. So we'll go through all this. We got some movie news we can get into before we go through this list itself. Dude, last week was a good list. That was a great episode going through that. This year should be great. I mean, were there any surprises on that list last week that you're like, you know what? I'm excited for this one.
Good question.
And if you want to think, the one I keep forgetting is the Paul Walter, what is it? PWA, Paul Paul Walter Johnson or Paul Walter Anderson, the one with
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
Sean Penn. I mean, that movie is going to be insane. And then I was also excited about this movie coming out with Matt James, Austin Butler, and one more person that's pretty famous. I'm not doing a good job because this is pretty live. I didn't set you guys up for this or put this on the document, but I just thought last week those
low
movies we
key
talked
is
about.
Zootopia too, because I really thought the original was like one of the better ones I'd seen recently. The Tron movie, I want to see that.
Sean
do well.
Aries, man, and the fact that it's going to be its own trilogy in this beginning is insane. Like I was reading more on it. They're handing it off to Jared Leto to like run the show.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Oh no,
that's a controversial casting.
Whew. Guess I didn't know. So he's in Aries. Is he the lead in Aries?
I don't know. I think he's because I just think of Blade Runner 2049, and he was a bad man in that. So I think he might be the good person in it.
Okay. Well, he hasn't had a lot of hitters lately, so maybe he's due for one.
Yeah,
I'll be optimistic.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be optimistic about it too as well. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, and we can dive into this show. We don't have to wait for Vu. He'll figure it out, I'm sure. Hopefully they're not dying over there on fire. Not a joke to make, especially with the California fires going on. But yeah,
God, we're canceled.
I know. What a fucked up thing. Hey, we'll say that is really shitty that's going on out there.
It is.
It's gonna be crazy. I feel like it's gonna impact the way LA looks going forward, especially the Olympics are coming out in the next few years. The Super Bowls. I think there's a bunch of events happening in LA. World Cup in LA. So it could have happened at a worse time, but also just terrible for the people out there. So I think no matter whatever side, I mean, dude, people are losing their homes. It's just a terrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sad. So I think I just wanted to bring it up a little bit because I'm not gonna be the person to talk about it, but it is something that's happening in Hollywood. So. All right. So let's dive into this episode, dude. I mean, the we've got main thing is gonna be going through the actual list of TV shows coming out, but there were some pretty big news. And if you have any other big news that you saw this week, bring it up during this. But our first topic, and let me talk to you is the Black Panther recasting rumor. The big thing is that it looks like they're going to be recasting T'Challa in the Black Panther, also in the MCU going forward. So I mean, I remember telling you guys this months ago, if not maybe a year ago. God, it might have been a year since we had the article come out about Jonathan Majors. Like the drama going on behind MCU and stuff. And one of the big things I keep telling you guys and emphasizing, the idea was that T'Challa was going to be a kind of like a Captain America, Iron Man, Thor for this next, going forward. Yeah. It was supposed to be Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, and T'Challa. Well, the Sony drama caused Spider-Man to be kind of an uncertainty in the MCU about whether or not he's going to sign a contract, whether or not Sony's just going to take Tom Holland and make their own movies. I feel like there was a lot of backlash to that Captain Marvel movie. I mean, it wasn't good. It was not a good movie, unfortunately. And I feel like she may be tired of the role itself. And then, of course, Boseman. What is it? Patrick? What's his name? Chadwick. Yes, thank you. Chadwick Boseman passing away during 2021, just unexpectedly and out of nowhere. So I just feel like one of the bigger things that they may have failed on was the idea of not. There's just those three things never worked out, but I think one of the big things here, and I think which was kind of a mistake at the time. Maybe you tell me what you think, but the fact that they didn't replace the actor or the character itself. I mean, I just think it was a big mistake that they tried making the sister become essentially the new Black Panther. I mean, maybe it could have worked if they had written the movie a little bit better, but you could never replace the Black Panther. I mean, you got to remember, Black Panther was such a big part of the MCU. It was the true first African-American superhero. I mean, it was nominated for best picture. I think there was many nominations for the acting. It was a big point. It was part of the zeitgeist for the MCU during that 2018 time, right before the Avengers. So, I mean, what do you think, dude, about this? Do you think that they should recast? And I guess, what do you think about hearing this rumors about the recasting itself?
I think it's an
I
impossible.
think I asked you the same
placement.
question 3 different ways there.
I'll give you 3 different answers.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, they were just definitely in an impossible situation. I don't know if there's like a real right answer of like how you even approach that, because you
For
want to
sure.
be respectful to this actor that did so well, meant so much, gave it all he could when he was going through what he was going through. But also, it's a business, and they kind of wanted to keep that entity, that property going, and so. I mean, yeah, in my perfect world, I probably would have preferred that they could like write around it, like keep honoring him and his death, the actor Chadwick's death, and the
And you never saw the
characters.
second one, correct?
I have not actually.
So that's kind of what they did.
Okay.
They definitely tried to do that. And actually, they ended the movie with them hinting at that his son is going to be the next. He's the king. He's going to be the next Black Panther. So
He didn't have a son in the first movie, did he?
he did not. It was he. I guess he had gotten her pregnant before he passed. Essentially, that's what they didn't really
Okay.
say that he. They said he died unexpectedly. They didn't really give you like an explanation how he died. It was really, really sad and dramatic, and it was a sad movie.
Well,
But yeah,
bad movie guy over here, just saying things.
No,
the movie
you're
already
good. You're good.
happened.
Well, then how about this? Maybe this is tougher. Maybe this is a better question. How do you think they make it to where we get a new Black Panther?
I guess since we're in like the Secret War thing in different universes, wouldn't that just be the easy explanation?
Yeah, I mean the rumor. I think what I've heard, dude, is that Denzel Washington is going to be Black Panther. No, I've heard.
What if they had Michael B. Jordan come?
See that? Okay, so that's one of the options. I think a lot of people would be pissed because Michael B. Jordan was the villain. He was the villain in the Black Panther movies. So a lot of people complain about that. I don't hate it.
But in that universe, he isn't the villain.
Exactly.
Like,
they could definitely do that. They could do that, and I think it would. But and when people see him finally, act like his ass off as Black Panther, they'd be like, "Oh, that's fine. Okay, he should." They may even say he should have been from the beginning.
And then you could have crazy cool interactions with the Black Panther characters from like this universe.
I mean, it's essentially the Downey situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like maybe that's one of the people who are like, "Oh, let's get creative a little bit with it." I think it's going to be either the son in a different universe is an adult or something. Maybe they go use time element. But I think it's just going to be a multiverse. And some rumors is because I think a month ago, Denzel Washington said that he said that he's going to be in the third one. So he announced he was going to be in the third Black Panther movie. We didn't know why. He wasn't supposed to, yada, yada. Announced that. And so maybe he'll be like the father or something of the new Black Panther. Who knows? Okay. Do you like the Black Panther character? Are you excited to see more? I mean, to me, it's like, gosh, I'm excited to get the Black Panther back.
I think that's why I didn't see the second, because I was just like, I just like Chadwick so much, and I love Michael B. Jordan. Like, I thought that duo was, I mean, it got nominated for Best Picture. So I think since both of them didn't have, their roles in the second movie, I just wasn't as interested.
Yeah. I'm kind of laughing. Michael B. Jordan does show up in the second one. It's a pretty sick scene when he shows. It's a pretty sick scene when he shows up, because he's like the dark cloud hanging over the Black Panther lineage, and I don't want to go into because I don't know. I don't want to.
I'm gonna watch this fucking movie.
Yeah, maybe you should check it out and see what it's not bad. I actually think the first 2/3 of the movie is excellent. It's that last third. It's kind of like
okay. This is one with that Namor. Guy.
Namor, yes.
I think I also wasn't as interested in Namor, but I'm gonna watch the damn movie now.
If you have time, I check it out. It's not bad. And the mother acts her ass off in it. Like literally, people thought she should have been nominated. She does a great job. She's definitely a highlight. So I don't know. I mean, now one of the next things that goes into this, dude, is that it's the idea of who could be recasted. The rumor going around was that somebody was offered the role back when they announced Robert Downey Jr. for Dr. Doom. Apparently there had been an actor, offered the role itself, and I guess they turned it down. One saying that they were too busy, but honestly, to take over this role, it would be such an astronomical task. I feel like it's a career defining role for sure, but also could be just career destroying, right? So it's almost like you have to work this perfect balance. People are gonna be disappointed, but also think they want a new version of this.
You
I'm
kind of see
looking
it
at
like Spider-Man too. There's been 3 successful Spider-Man.
you're right,
So
but
there
not in the
should be.
same universe, not technically in the same canon.
Yeah,
I think that's one thing that makes it so difficult.
that's true.
And you also can't make the joke of like, "Hey, I thought you look different." You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
some movies could do shit like that. This one, it's the way it happened. Was so sad. I mean, they're looking at it right now. The rumor going around is they heard John Boyega had been offered the role itself. So John Boyega was from Star Wars.
Mhm.
They've also looked at Golden Globe nominee and Silo star David Oyelowo.
Ooh, cool.
Do you?
Sheriff.
Is he like the
sheriff.
sheriff
Uh-huh.
of that? Okay, I want to look at him again. Okay, yeah. So that could be something. He has such a different look to me. He's also 48 years old. And he's not very big.
Oh, this is a different guy than I thought.
Damson Idris, who's recently the favorite for Jonathan Stewart, is also another option. Let me see what he looks like. Okay, he could be a good option. I think 6'1". He's a bigger guy, 33 years old, so he could continue. He was in Snowfall. He's going to be an F1 coming out.
What's his name?
Damson, Damson Idris.
Damson Idris. Okay.
And then the last one that I think there's probably multiple that they're looking at too. The one that I'm truly thinking should give a chance to is from Alex Cross. Here, what's his name? Tell me if you think this guy would be a good look. Alex Cross, his name is Aldis Hodge. Aldis Hodge. So he's 38 years old, 6'1". He's a stud. I don't know if you recognize him from anything.
He was in Black Adam, which I didn't see. I guess he was in The Walking Dead.
Oh, was he? Didn't know that.
He looks familiar, though.
Yeah, dude. He used to be on some old Tyler Perry show I used to watch back in the day.
He could
on TBS.
absolutely play.
I think he'd be a good fit, and he's similar looking, and he was a great superhero in Black Adam. He's also the same age as he's younger now, but he's about the same age as when the role was given to Boseman. So he could be a good option.
Yeah. Oh, he was Hawkman. Cool.
Yeah, he was Hawkman. He was really good as Hawkman. Yeah, he really was. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's about it for what I want to say about this. I don't know too much. I mean, is there anything else you want to add to finish off this conversation here quick before we move on? I just think
definitely a lot of pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. MCU has a lot of pressure.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this is just such a tough, this isn't like, oh, what do we do when Chris Evans stops being Captain America? This is like, oh, we had a tragic death. He was so beloved, had one great movie. So it's just like different with expectations and the shoes to fill. Because you want to do it respectfully too.
100%. No, it's definitely interesting for sure, man. It's definitely we'll see. I'm excited to see this. I would love to see Black Panther again and get people back in the Black Panther universe and get more of those movies. So
definitely deserves it.
Yeah, definitely deserves it. Moving on, man. I mean, the James Mangold, a name that has been very popular over the years. Somebody I love, as he's a part of the Logan movie behind me. He directed that. He also directed A Complete Unknown. He just recently, and it's been announced that the new Star Wars James Mangold directed film, and written, I think, by him as well, partially written by him, is going to be set to be shooting this year. And it's set 25,000 years before The Phantom Menace, so that it's not handcuffed by lore. Then you can't please anybody. His goal is essentially just make his own damn thing, and if it pisses everyone off.
I think that's what Star Wars needs.
Yes, I like this a lot. Exactly. I mean, James Mangold, who picked up a Directors Guild of America nomination for a complete unknown. Recently told MovieWeb that his upcoming Star Wars movie is deliberately set thousands of years before any other movie in the long-running franchise so that he doesn't have to deal with the canon and can thus avoid angering fans. I mean, this sounds like Knights of the Old Republic-esque, which very much excites me. Did you ever play those? I forget. Or have you
I watched
heard
my
of that?
brother play them.
Yeah?
I was one of those kids. I would just watch my older siblings play.
Yeah. I watched like on YouTube, they have a movie, like they essentially have a movie of all the scenes from those over the years, or throughout all the games you can watch. And it's just unbelievable, man. I'm like watching it and everyone's commenting like Disney, this is proof that Disney ruined Star Wars. Because those are so insane.
What's your 2-minute spiel on what that whole games are about?
The games are essentially about the Star Wars before. It was essentially this Star Wars right of the beginning of the light and the dark. Darkness hadn't truly prevailed yet. So I think the Old Republic was essentially just the light. It was Jedi were just people who were, the keepers, the purveyors, not soldiers necessarily, but like kind of like the king, not kings. They were just respected, and you had to use it for good. And the darkness started coming in. So very much early on, that was the beginning of it. So what we see today in Star Wars is essentially 20,000, 30,000 years of darkness filtering in and out. But that was the beginning. It was very much like, whoa, this is wild that there's a dark side coming in. What is this? People are turning evil. Like Jedi is supposed to be the good. And yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like a utopia of Star Wars for a few years. I think there's more to it. I can't remember because, again, it's been, what am I, fucking 30 now? So 16, 17 years since I've played some of it. So it's been a long time. But yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. It gives you like kind of a general idea, but it just, the worlds themselves are just so unique and so different to what we see, kind of more political in a sense. I think a lot of the stories are more political, a little more comparing to Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Really, it's like a game.
That's what it needs.
Yes, it's not the Skywalker saga. So you're finally moving on from that. And it's not just battle. It's much deeper than that. That's what they're pretty much known for, is being kind of like the deep side of the Star Wars canon. But he goes on to say, Mangold told IO9 last year, shortly after his involvement in a Star Wars movie, revealed that his project was centered on the origins of the Force and how it was understood, wielded, and harnessed, with a similar vibe to biblical epics such as the Ten Commandments. He had said then that he was not interested in holding so much lore in the air that you can hardly tell a story. Lucasfilm has not provided any updates. But while Mangold is an Oscar contender this year for helming the Bob Dylan biographical drama, he is no stranger to major Hollywood franchises, like I was saying. He did Wolverine, Logan, but he did the terrible Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Sometimes we all just need to get a paycheck.
Huh?
Sometimes we all just need a paycheck.
Yeah. You know what? We got to really do a deep dive on that someday, why that movie was so bad. What happened? Because I don't know. But yeah, he's just talking about, it's weird that I've worked in the world of IP entertainment because I don't like multi-movie universe building things. It's the enemy of storytelling, the death of storytelling. It's more interesting to people.
Back.
Huh?
I'm back, boys.
He's back. Oh, he's alive.
Sorry. The police came and they raided the building. Something about a popcorn bucket. I don't know.
Does Kevin live here?
They got me confused with you, Kev.
Yeah. You just missed. We're in the middle of the new James Mangold movie being announced or not announced, starting to shoot this year. So new Star Wars movies getting shot this year.
That's the one with Ahsoka and
no
Boba Fett. No, different
this
one.
This is the one that's kind of like the Knights of the Old Republic. It's a Star Wars story 25,000 years before the Phantom Menace.
Okay.
So it's going to be old. He's describing, the Mangold's describing it Star Wars, but like in a biblical sense. It's the beginning of the Force. We're truly seeing the beginning of the Force being created.
Give me a Star Wars like Game of Thrones-esque.
We were just talking about that. It may be a little more dense, less Skywalkers, which I think a lot of people will be happy about. Honestly, his big thing he keeps saying in this article is storytelling. He doesn't want it to be hindered.
Yeah.
Brad, you're hearing this. You saw I just went through most of the article here. When you hear this, everything I just said, describing it to like kind of like the Ten Commandments, a biblical epic in a sense. For Star Wars, I mean, it's unique. I don't necessarily get excited when I hear biblical, but I think I know what he's saying when he says that.
I think it's what Star Wars needs. It needs a refresh. It needs to step away from the Skywalker ordeal.
Saga, yeah.
Because I think people are just kind of tired of it.
Yeah.
I mean, why haven't we had anything Star Wars in the last? I can tell you right now, one thing that I'm so annoyed with, Skeleton Crew has nothing to do with anything we've seen so far, and that's pretty cool. Like, there's no reference to anything in the past that we've seen. But Andor is a complete reference to the original Star Wars movies, but those are good. That's a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. How far back was the Acolyte? Like that was supposed to be
That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know.
Says 132 BBY, which is about 100 years before the events of Episode 1, Phantom Menace.
So this is going to be further, about 24,990 years before.
Dang.
I think it's kind of Old Republic. I mean, it's going to be a different universe. It's going to be a different way of looking at it.
Are there going to be lightsabers even?
Don't know. Probably
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I mean, when were here? Let's look that next question. When were lightsabers created? Okay, 5,000 years before the sky. So there's not going to be There's not going to be.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's going to be risky. It's going to be a risky movie for sure.
Yeah.
This was saying that Knights of the Old Republic happens about 4,000 years before A New Hope. So this might be a whole just like new thing.
Wow. That's interesting, man. God dang. I wish we had almost talked about what we're watching right now, because I would love to hear about that Dune prophecy show, maybe similar to that in a sense.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
Honestly, because it's just like the start of the Bene Gesserit, like 10,000 years before the movie.
Okay, I need to create a list. I keep forgetting to start that show.
Wait, Brad, is the season 1 over?
It is. It's only 6 episodes, I believe, and I loved it.
You loved it?
Loved it.
Is there going to be a season 2, or is this like a one-off?
Already confirmed.
Oh, okay. Nice.
And you could explain to us, because maybe it's like way before everything. That's why I remember. It's like, isn't it the creating of the Bene Gesserit?
Yeah, it's where they're like really first starting their thing.
Okay.
They don't even call themselves the Bene Gesserit.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, just I'm excited. I think we're all, you can tell by the group here, I think we're excited for something new, and should be fun for Star Wars itself.
Mm-hmm.
They need a win.
Yeah. Hey, dude, by the way, oh God, do they need a win? Star Wars, I feel like, is just, they've become the ugly stepchild of Disney.
Yeah.
Boo, what do you think of moving on, and we're bringing it back here because I do want to hear this. What do you think of them recasting T'Challa?
I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, the multiverse saga is coming to an end. Everything's going to get like the South.
Brad did say he is going to watch the second one. He does want to check it out to see how they did it.
Oh, you haven't seen Black Panther 2?
I have not, because it just didn't have. Well, this is funny. I said things to Kevin. I was like, "Oh, it didn't have like Michael B. Jordan," and then he's like, "Actually, he's in it." And I was like,
Wait,
"Oh,
he in it?
He's in it. He's in it for like 5 minutes. So he's not in it, but he's in it for 5 minutes.
He's in like a flashback scene, or like
no, he's in when she goes into
when she turns into the Black Panther,
to the angel. Yes. When she goes into that part, yeah.
Oh, spoiler!
Okay. I think at this point it's my fault.
Yeah, but I think it's a good move because they respected, what was his name? Chadwick Boseman. They respected him. The second movie was a good farewell, and now that they're doing a soft reboot, I feel like it makes sense because Black Panther was supposed to be the next kind of leader. Right? He was supposed to be the Captain America, essentially, I feel like, of the Avengers. The new phase Avengers, at least. So
yeah, I'm so glad you remember that, dude. Okay, I'm glad I beat into your guys' head that they were supposed to be like that. So
yeah. But
partially messed it up, man.
Who do you guys want to play T'Challa?
I had Aldous Hodge. He's my choice.
Okay.
I said Michael B. Jordan. Multiverse, it can happen.
Yes, he wants Michael B. Jordan to become, which I don't hate at all.
That makes sense too. Like he plays. Doesn't Michael B. Jordan like Killmonger play Black Panther in like the What If series? I don't know if you guys have watched that or not.
Ooh, I have not.
Yeah.
Does he?
I think like there's a what if scenario if he was Black Panther. Maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass right now.
I mean, dude, he in the comics he does become Black Panther at some point, but it's multiverse shit, so it's like anything happens like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who I would want to see as a Black Panther. That's a big shoes to fill, I feel like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that's pretty much what we said too. All right. Let's move on. I mean, we got 30 minutes in, baby. Here, how about we dive into the 31 most anticipated TV shows of 2025, and then we end our show with what we're watching. Does that sound good to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
All right. The 31 most anticipated scripted shows of 2025. Let me share the screen here. I mean, we talked about a little bit about this, what we're kind of excited for. Me and Brad were saying we're doing this list kind of in tribute to a generational television show coming out, season 2 of Severance. Yes. So coming out this week, is it Friday, the 17th, I think?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is this show, does Apple TV does week by week, right?
Yes.
It does week by week, which I love.
Yeah.
So let's start with, I guess, the first show of the year, which is The Pit. Has anyone heard of this or seen this?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw this. I see it because I'm going on HBO Max and stuff. This doesn't really seem like it's something in my wheelhouse, just a medical drama. I think, honestly, like, whatever that show, what was that medical drama show on ABC that's gone like 30 seasons?
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, Grey's Anatomy's like ruined things like that for me.
I think the cool part of this, though, is it's shot like the show 24. So each episode is like 1 hour, like literal hour in like the ER or something.
Oh, is that what it is?
Dang.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
So it's just
cool.
one long continuation?
Yeah, it spans an hour of a shift for a guy and his team of residents and interns.
Okay.
Wow. And there are 15 episodes coming out.
I mean, I'd be interested to like watch the first one and just see what it's like. Because it could be, I mean, if you're in medicine, which I know a lot of people in my life are, like this could be either traumatizing or really cool.
Might be a horror story.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, my sister's in it too. Yeah. I mean, it's got a 90-something. It's like in the 90s on Rotten Tomato right now.
Okay.
Which
it's a Max show, so I feel like it's going to hit.
Right.
I just expect Max shows to hit.
Yeah. I think the thing that's, I guess, maybe driving me away is I just don't know who this guy is. Crystal McNeil, and so let's see who Noah Weil. He's like the main character, I think. Let's see who that would be. What's he been in? So he was in like The Librarian. What the hell? He's like an early 2000s, 90s actor, it looks like. Donnie Darko.
He needed this.
Yeah. Where the hell has he been?
I think The Librarians was like a TNT show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
TNT had shows?
Yeah, TNT's got some shows. Yeah, I don't watch any of it. I don't know. Well, I guess. I don't know. Are you guys going to watch it or no?
I watched the first episode and just see.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Yeah, that's right. Severance coming out this Friday. Apple TV Plus's. Is this Apple TV Plus's true greatest show it's ever put out?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna put Shrinking as the.
Oh my god!
I don't hate that.
No, I don't. I gotta finish that show too. I'm mad. I'm watching.
But
so
Shrinking,
much
I will fight for this. I think the season finale of season 1 is a top episode of TV of all time.
What was the season finale of 1?
Essentially, it ends when like their innies get turned on outside.
Oh, I thought you were talking Shrinking.
Yeah, you
Okay.
said Shrinking.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Severance. Sorry.
No, Severance. Yes, that is insane when that happens.
Yeah, the last episode is such a crazy twist when you find out that what was her name, Haley, is actually part of the Egan family.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Like, where is season 2 gonna go?
Yeah,
I mean, the best parts about season 1, man, are the the waffle party and just the idea of like,
What are they doing with goats in that one room?
yeah. There's like a naked man in there, correct, or something
Like
like that.
feeding them out of a bottle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what? Like I can't wait for this stuff. And the best part is that it's produced by Ben Stiller.
yeah.
Like
That's
from
crazy.
the dark mind of Ben Stiller. I
Right.
mean, it's so funny to me.
Do we
I
even
mean,
know what Lumen does as a company?
I don't
don't
think we do.
know.
I mean, I know. I remember watching I was watching a TikTok. It's like what they do is they take out the numbers and the numbers add up to something, of course, and what it represents is like I think it represents the idea of self. It's like a high level overview of what corporate America is today, and they're essentially taking the rights of human beings away. Is what it is.
Okay.
So I guess that's I could be fucked up, but yeah, brought into their work selves in the outside world, only to discover someone selling things about what they've been told inside the walls of Lumen Industries. I mean, we're gonna get some new casts coming in here. Yeah, I just think this is probably my number one show of the year. Lindsay's all-time favorite show is this one.
All-time favorite. Wow.
I think it is her all-time, if I'm correct. This is like her Game of Thrones.
Jeez, I respect that.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, I'm really excited. I'm excited to watch this week to week and talk to you guys about a show.
Yeah.
So, should be good. This is, like I said, this is probably my number one. And I think this is going to win a ton of awards. And just John Turturro, dude. And we could go all day about everything that happened that first season. I mean, gosh, don't forget, boys, it's been 4 years since we've had this. Right. So, I think the wait was worth it.
Yeah. Does it make you nervous that they're calling it generational TV and they're setting the bar so high?
I'm embracing it.
No, I think first season was generational TV.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me the first season, even a little less, I'll still be very happy with it.
Agreed. Yeah.
We don't have to. I mean, we don't have to. Like, there's a lot of hype behind it. I just feel like it might be like, yeah. I think don't go into it with that idea. Go into it with just trying to get something maybe the same as first season, if not a little less.
Are you guys planning to rewatch season 1 at all, just to reboot?
I think the season finale I'll rewatch.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's a good idea.
Yep. Yeah, I'll do the same.
Because I'm guessing it picks up probably around then, too, for where it ends.
Yeah.
So,
Yellow Jackets. I want to get into this show. I've never watched it.
I hear very good things from coworkers.
I'm gonna put this on a list of shows to watch.
This is also on like Netflix, right? Or something else, another streaming service?
I think it's on Netflix right now. Looks like the new seasons is Paramount Plus with Showtime.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's about the soccer team who survived a plane crash deep in the remote wilderness in 2 timelines, both as teenagers who turned into cannibalism to survive, as well as adults they turned into 25 years later. I don't want to get into more, so that's crazy. That's a crazy description. But I keep hearing about how great it is.
I have too.
So, yeah.
Got to add it to the list.
Add it to the list.
Yeah. Yellow Jacket. Oh, the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live. Did any of you boys watch the 40th anniversary?
I have not watched Saturday Night Live in a long time.
It truly is like these 10-year anniversary shows. If there is a show to watch, it is those because they bring everyone from the past in. And everyone does their best skits, and everyone's working together, and it's really cool to see like Will Ferrell working. It's one show, yep. It's like 3 hours long.
Oh dang!
Yeah, and it's a true tribute to it all, and it's like you're watching celebrities from all of the years. It's truly like a stacked all-time show.
Cool.
Yeah. They go through all the old sketches and do new parts of them. Yeah, cool. The White Lotus. This is gonna be this one I really like.
I still haven't seen seasons 1 or 2, but it's on my list.
Yeah, Brett. I mean, Vu, I know you said you're having trouble right now to start new TVs. Maybe a subtle push tonight. Check out
Yeah.
the first episode of season 1, and then go back to your reality TV. But
Yep.
just one one little like dip your toe in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it an easy watch?
Yeah, dude, it's easy, very easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen season 2 yet. That's on my list.
What do you think of season 1, Brad?
I enjoyed it, and it had Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, and Sydney Sweeney had the boy from Gladiator 2. One of the twins is in it. The son in it.
Yeah.
I love that redheaded mother. I think she's a beautiful.
And it had Minnesota's own Steve Zahn.
Yeah.
Who's in Silo as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a good show, man. It's really funny.
Each season doesn't correlate to like the other ones, right? They're all one-off.
They're all one-off, and then it's really brought back what's her name from
Aubrey Plaza.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh,
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so she's been brought back with it. It's a great show, man, and I think he is on fire right now because of Fallout. So I think he's a great actor. It should be a good season. Yeah, I recommend it to you guys.
I'm creating my list as we go on, and I've got a big list.
Yeah. All right, we got The Reacher. Has anyone here checked Reacher out? I know I've tried many times to watch it. I literally have like 1 or 2 episodes on both seasons to finish it. But it's the definition of dad TV. Have any of you guys seen it?
Not up my alley, but
Yeah.
I can see what you mean from the trailers and scenes I've seen.
I'm pretty sure my dad watches this.
Yeah, it's dad TV. It 100% is. I mean, it's one of Amazon Prime Video's most watched series. I think Alan Richardson has a great role in it. He acts his ass off. That's the best part of it all.
Is this the guy from Blue Mountain State?
Yeah.
That's Thad Castle.
Yeah, Thad Castle.
That is funny. He's huge now.
He's gigantic. Maybe the next Batman. Batman looked big in Creature Commandos. So,
Wait, what? Batman was in that show?
one of the newer episodes, you see him like in a window. You don't see him actually in it, but they just show him in it.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Jeez.
They showed like Gotham City at some point. Is there like an episode there?
I don't.
Oh,
You're right. Because one of the
Commandos to my
radioactive guy, I think, was in Gotham.
Yeah. So
Clearly
it is a good show,
not
though.
a big fan.
Did anyone watch The Americas and Suits LA? I don't know why they're the same. I wonder if they're just released on the same weekend. Maybe that's why on NBC. Has anyone here watched Suits? Any the original Suits show?
Yep.
No. It's gotten a lot of buzz recently, though, I feel like.
Yeah, I've started it.
How is it?
I've started. It's pretty good, but it's kind of like it's a little dramatic. It's kind of it's not the best TV out there. I don't know. It's kind of like, don't hate me for saying this, but it's no Game of Thrones. It's kind of like dumb TV, dumb people TV in a way. I don't know. That's really mean for me because I'm not smart. Maybe I watch
saying
TV.
a lot coming from me.
Yeah, but I just watch TV in a different way now. I don't know.
I feel like to me, Suits is like high school drama-esque. Like that's the vibe that I get from it.
It's a little bit, yes, with lawyers and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Americas TV show. What is this?
It's something that's been 5 years in the working.
Are you serious?
I think it's like a blue planet Earth kind of thing about the Americas.
Really?
Narrated by Tom Hanks.
Oh.
Wow. And it's going to be on NBC. That's kind of crazy.
I'm excited for this one. I think those types of shows are cool. And
I think they're amazing. And the fact that they're putting it on NBC and not on like Netflix and stuff like that, that's going to be different for sure. It's going to be like, so it's going to be America's nature. Like seeing all the national parks. That's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I love anything about America. Big USA fan over here. So cool. 1923. Any of you guys ever? I think I'm the only one that's watching Yellowstone.
you're the only guy.
But I do know that this has a lot of people are hyped about it. So I guess a new season of it. I mean, Harrison Ford's going off in his late years.
He really is in TV.
Yeah, he really is. It's really cool to see him like this. Helen Mirren's a great actress. If they weren't just.
Have you seen this season 1?
No, I have not. I've heard it's really good though too. So maybe I'll get into that. I know it's the Dutton, so it's like the Kevin Costner's father. or grandfather. I think it's his grandfather in it.
Wait, isn't Yellowstone on Peacock?
It is, but it started on Paramount.
Oh, so Peacock doesn't even own all the rights?
Yeah, like the new season was on Paramount. It's not on Peacock right now.
Gotcha.
You are the king of Peacock.
Yeah.
I feel like you know the ins and outs of Peacock.
That's where all the reality TV lives.
Daredevil Born Again. Voo, we're
Let's
back.
go.
Brad, I think you're gonna like it. I recommend you guys check out the other seasons. They are on Disney Plus. I do recommend it because I truly think they are the best stuff that, and not MCU, but Marvel's put out, because they're not technically part of canon until now. Now they're officially part of canon, but when they're put out on Netflix, I mean, it was truly game changing for superheroes. It's rated R. It's rated R. Daredevil action. It's got a great story. I highly recommend you guys check it because this show is gonna be great. The drama behind it, where they were gonna shoot 15 episodes and they decided, you know what, and they weren't even gonna make it canon. They were gonna still make it season 4 essentially, but now they're making it part of the whole MCU now going forward. I think Charlie Cox is Matt Murdock is a great actor. Vincent D'Onofrio is going to be one of the bigger villains going forward, I've heard, in the MCU. So I think this is going to be something you need to watch for the MCU.
Yeah, everything I've seen from Charlie Cox has been solid. You know, he was in Spider-Man and then She-Hulk. So looking forward to more content.
So, Vu, maybe you put this on your list since you need a show to watch.
Yep. I got to rewatch.
I think we're going to get a big list going for you.
Yeah.
The Deli Boys. I don't know what this is, but it's on Hulu. I feel like I recognize him.
This one looked interesting when I was reading about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so comedy from Disney's Onyx collection, the 20 TV stars, Asif Ali and Sagar Shaikh, as two pampered Pakistani American brothers who uncover their late convenience store magnate father's hidden life of crime. They then try to take up his mantle in the underworld. The 10-episode series was created by Abdullah Saeed and developed by Jenny Connor and Nora Silver. Okay, interesting. I always like shows like this where you see like a different lifestyle or different types of cultures, especially Americanized versions of it. Brad, you said you read this. What excites you about it?
I think just different. Like it's just something unique, a unique property, a unique idea.
Yep.
And like you said, it's just cultures that haven't been highlighted as much. So I think it's a cool way to show it off.
Yeah, I think so too. Vu, what about you, man? You excited for this, or is this ain't gonna make the list?
It does sound very intriguing. Like I'm very intrigued to see how this goes. And
this will be a classic first episode. Let me see what you got kind of show.
Okay. The Residents, which I love Randall Park. I think he's hilarious. Residents it's going to be on Netflix March 20th. The White House murder mystery is a pretty common subgenre in TV and movies. And The Residents, the latest series from Shonda Rhimes, Shondaland, I don't know who she is. Did she do Grey's Anatomy?
Shonda Rhimes? You don't know Shonda Rhimes?
No, who is she?
Country star?
Shonda Rhimes is the one that's done like a shit ton of like Grey's Anatomy, Scandal.
Okay, she did like NBC for a long time and all that.
Big TV producer and writer.
Okay. So that's not bad. I don't like a lot of her shows, but maybe if this has like good reviews and ratings, I'd check it out.
I'm a sucker for a good murder mystery, so.
Yeah, I am too. The Studio. This show looks really funny to me. Starring, you got Catherine O'Hara, Catherine Hahn, Seth Rogen, Ike Barinholtz. It's going to be on Apple TV Plus. So, Apple TV Plus has truly become like the next HBO. But it's, the definition or the description is Seth Rogen's latest collaboration with Apple is a star-studded affair. Rogen serves as a writer, director, and executive producer and the star of the comedy series that follows his character, Matt Remick, the newly appointed head of fictional Continental Studios. So an interesting idea, and I think I've seen some scenes they've released on YouTube, and it just looks really funny and really good.
I wonder how hard it goes at Hollywood.
That's what I'm wondering too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about that. John Hamm. I just love anything
Apple
he's in, man.
TV.
Apple TV again, man. I seriously love Apple TV. I watched that new Jake Gyllenhaal show recently, a couple months ago. Just a fantastic show.
Yeah. What's
Presumed
on the-
Innocent. Presumed Innocent. Yeah, really good show. I recommend it. So I mean, yeah, John Hamm. He was Emmy nominated for Fargo and on the Morning Show. God, he was in freaking. What was the show he's most well known for?
Mad
Mad Men.
Yeah.
He truly is a TV star. Like when you think of who are the greatest TV stars, he might be one up there.
He's up there.
Yep.
Yeah. He's even in that Landman show. As a part of
the oil show.
Yeah, the oil show. And it's already the series has already been renewed for a second season.
It hasn't even come out.
Yeah, it hasn't even come out.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. I mean, he stars in this drama series as a recently divorced, professionally disgraced hedge fund manager who starts burglarizing the homes of his wealthy neighbors, and he covers a bunch of secrets in the process.
Oh, dang. I do know somebody that works on the set of that show. So I asked her if she would be willing to come on our podcast. But she had to check out her NDAs first.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, Rachel's like best friend's sister works in New York on like all these sets. So
why have you never brought this up until now?
yeah, the writer's strike did put a damper in things.
Oh, true.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just talking to her about it over Christmas. So.
And she's on Apple TV or on this show specifically?
This show specifically, yeah.
So you kind of knew about this?
Yeah, yeah.
What has she said about it?
She says John Hamm's a very nice guy.
Okay, well then I guess we all have to see it now.
Yeah. So if we all watch it and we want her on, let me know and I can start pulling some strings.
That is hilarious.
That is hilarious, man. Cool, man. Well, definitely gonna check it out. Vu, bringing you back in here, dude. Andor, man. Sell Brad on why he needs to watch Andor.
Honestly, I was a skeptic at first, but you guys convinced me to watch. I guess Kev convinced me to watch this. And I thought the beginning was a little slow, but wow, does this pick up? And the ending is crazy. Like, this show is fantastic. When you think of Star Wars, like this could be like a non-Star Wars show. It's just like a drama, essentially.
Yes, that's a good way to put it.
And that's like the biggest selling point of this. And this is what I want Star Wars to be going forward. I feel like this more adult content where, you know, it's a chess game. And this is what I want to see.
I mean, the first scene is him essentially murdering a man.
I forgot about that.
Huh?
I forgot
remember
about
he shoots the person, then he shoots the other person because he didn't want him to tell for him murdering the other man. And then essentially it's him running from that, right?
Yep. It is.
And it's really good. It's unique and it's not a kid-friendly show at all.
Okay. I was gonna say it's not very Disney of them.
This is before Rogue One, right? Yeah, the Rogue One.
Leading up to Rogue One. Yeah. So this will be a good one. It's truly, I think it's the highest rated, not MCU, Star Wars on Disney Plus show that's been put out, even higher than Mandalorian.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, it's good.
It wasn't.
Did you guys ever watch all of the Mandalorian?
I have. I'm all updated on it.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
So.
Oh my God, yeah, Vu. Add that to your damn list too.
What's priority on my list?
It changes every episode.
And I got Daredevil, I feel like. Those are
we got
and White Lotus.
White Lotus, yeah. I don't know. Or whatever you're in the mood for, man. I mean, if you want something easy, White Lotus.
Okay.
If you want some top tier television, probably Mandalorian, since you love Star Wars.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Last of Us, boys. Last of Us. I mean,
talk about Daddy.
One of the greatest games ever created. I just finished Last of Us Part 2. I kind of want to say this. I think Last of Us Part 2 is better than the first one.
Ooh, so we're in for a treat. We're in for a treat then.
I think we're in for a treat, but it is the most emotional game I've ever played, and it truly is. It was hard to play. So I can imagine the show. Brad, did you play the second one?
No, just the first.
Yeah. Well, please go into this, boys. Do not look at any spoilers. Do not try to get anything. Like, go in this with fresh eyes. It's going to be a whirlwind of a season. If not, it's going to be more dramatic and more intense than the first season.
So
now, will that lead to it being
expecting
better? We'll see.
this to be the whole, like, is season 2 all of game 2 and that's it? Like, we're only having.
From
I
the
don't think
trailer, there's a
so.
lot of things. I've been told that they were looking to push this second one to 2 seasons. So we'll see if that's the case. But I've also been told that this is going to be directly like a copy paste of the game, like the first one. So maybe that's how they do it. They take a lot of things from the game. So we'll see.
Was this not one of the best shows in, what was it, 2023?
Yeah, I mean, if we hadn't had Succession come out that same year and then House of the Dragon, or was it House of the Dragon? No, what else came out?
I think you're right.
Was it House of the Dragon 2? Because House of the Dragon season 1 was
That was
great.
a huge HBO year.
Yeah, huge HBO year.
I think The Rehearsal came out that year too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's when we started our podcast. That year. Yeah. So we didn't even talk about this show. We kind of did, but it was like, this show is seriously can't miss TV 2 years ago. It's gonna be can't miss again.
Yeah, it's very rare that Rachel and I watch a show like live, like the second it comes out, like 8 p.m. Like we're sitting on the couch ready for the show to come out. But this is one of those shows, I feel like.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like the same way. So please check it out, everybody out there, because we want more, and it's also one of the greatest games. Handmaid's Tale. Has anyone here watched this show?
That was the show that I've been watching for the last 5 months and gave up on this last season about halfway through. Just got bored.
You got bored? I know it's top tier. I've heard it's like Hulu's best TV show.
I think I have a love-hate relationship with this movie. It's just there's only so much abuse I can just watch on every episode.
And you were probably watching it. You were probably binging it.
Yeah. So I guess this was my version of like The Boys for you, Vu.
Yeah.
We're just like, I can't keep watching this fictional, like, Christian country where women are treated as sex slaves and subjugated to horrible things. Like, I can't keep watching this.
Yeah, that's a Debbie Downer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vu, you haven't seen this?
Mm-mm. I heard it's very good, though.
Yeah, I have too.
For what it's worth.
Hot off the hype from Alien Romulus. We're getting Alien Earth, ladies and gentlemen.
I watched Prey.
Oh, you did watch Prey?
I watched Prey. That's a good movie.
All right, good. I can't wait to hear about it, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, this one is described as, I'm excited to talk about it. This one's described as the Alien franchise comes to the small screen for the first time in showrunner Noah Fawley's FX-produced take on the iconic sci-fi horror saga. When a mysterious space vessel crash lands on Earth, a young woman, Sydney Chandler, and a ragtag group of tactical soldiers make a fateful discovery that puts them face-to-face with the planet's greatest threat. Noah Hawley, I think she did like what did Noah Hawley do? Let's see. So Noah Hawley's done Fargo, Legion, Lucy in the Sky I haven't seen, but Fargo and Legion, which are great shows. So I feel like FX truly is elite. Yeah, hit after hit.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for this one.
This is a for sure watch.
God, there's almost no movies or shows on here so far I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Not excited for.
If you thought this was a hot year for movies, I feel like it's about to be even a hotter year for shows.
We brought that up. Yeah, we talked about that. Like, this might be the closest year movies to TV. With the TV on the run it's on right now, this might be the closest year that movies might be able to get close to it, but I don't think it's going to beat it.
Yeah.
Red Game. Haven't beat that yet. I got to put that back in my thing.
You haven't finished season 2?
I haven't finished it yet.
Brad, did you watch season 1, right? And you were about to start.
Haven't started season 2 yet.
Okay. Yeah. With the way season 2 ends, I'm very much looking forward to season 3.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All Her Fault. Peacock. So Sarah Snook is returning. Follows her Emmy-winning Succession role with this thriller in which she plays Marissa, a woman who goes to pick up her son from his first playdate with a boy at his new school. But the woman who answers the door isn't a mother she recognized. She isn't the nanny, and she doesn't have Marissa's son. The series comes from creator Megan Gallagher, who did BBC's Wolf and Apple TV's Suspicion, 2 shows I've not seen or heard of, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it's based on a novel. This is interesting. And Sarah Snook, I've heard, is like seriously one of the best actresses out there. She acts her ass off in anything she's in.
Big Shiv fan, so I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, good to be seeing some people from Succession return. The Chair Company from Tim Robinson. I love that HBO does this, where they take in people like Tim Robinson. They take in people like Nathan Fielder. Nathan Fielder walks so Tim Robinson can run.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, they both awkwardly walk fast. I like people in the eye. Yeah. The log line for this HBO comedy doesn't reveal much, but after an embarrassing incident at work, a man finds himself investigating a far-reaching conspiracy. Knowing, however, that Tim Robinson is the show's co-creator and star, playing the man mentioned in the description is enough for the Chair Company to make the list. I would agree. Is this one we all watch, you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to add that to my list, too. God, dude, there's
such a weirdo. I love him.
Yeah,
Are you guys going to have enough time for your AMC movie pass with all these shows coming out?
That's a great point.
Dude, I just don't think I'm going to have a life. That's just all it is. That's just the truth. Okay. So Duster is going to be on Max, but they bring up J.J. Abrams. So J.J. Abrams' mega deal with Warner Brothers Discovery didn't yield a lot of finished products, which is why he signed a much smaller scale first look deal with the conglomerate late last year. Duster did result from the deal, though, in the throwback series co-created by LaToya Morgan and Abrams. Promises a lot of action as it follows the first Black female FBI agent as she heads to the Southwest in 1972 and teams with a getaway driver, Josh Holloway, to take down a crime syndicate. Maybe hearing that may not excite you the most, but do you guys know who J.J. Abrams is?
Oh, yeah.
Is that Transformers?
No. He did the newest Star Wars. He did the first one and the third one.
Gotcha.
I mean, he did Star Trek, yeah. Lost. So he has a lot. He has a lot up his repertoire. He's a good creator, but he just hasn't had
sci-fi like kind of guy. So this is interesting that it's
interesting. Yeah,
I'm gonna give him a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if this description sold me quite yet, but if it gets good reviews, I'm in.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's on Max.
Yep.
So we'll be watching, or at least give it a chance. Good American Family from Ellen Pompeo's in there, but another Hulu. So Cable Network Ideas made a cottage industry out of examining lives of Natalia Grace Barnett Mans. 4 names for one person. Sorry. And it's Curious Case of Natalia Grace docuseries. Hulu will dramatize the events in Good American Family, which stars Ellen Pompeo, who took time away from Grey's Anatomy to work on the series. And Mark Duplass is Natalia's adopted parents, and Imogen Faith Reed as Natalia. And that's probably the first one I'm not going to.
Yeah, I don't even know what the show's about based on what I just read.
Yeah. I guess it's a docu-series.
A lot of names.
There's a lot of names.
Yeah. Welcome to Derry. Welcome to Derry.
Well, I have a question. It says HBO, and others have said Max.
So you can buy technically HBO. Max is not on, like, you know how if you have you own like cable and you can buy HBO, you can buy HBO, but you don't get Max with that. So HBO is considered, like, Game of Thrones is technically an HBO. Succession is HBO. Max is considered
like Warner Brothers.
No, it is all Warner Brothers, but Max is just not the quality necessarily of HBO. Max puts out great shows still, but it's not HBO.
That changes things, because the last show we just looked at was Max.
Yeah. Which one was that? Yeah, Duster.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is not solid Boo.
Boo's out.
Now, did you guys ever watch it?
I haven't seen any of them.
I watched the first one, and I have not seen the second.
The first one is top tier horror.
Correct? Yeah, I liked it.
Great story.
Freaky. I mean, Bill Skarsgård is the man. With
put him on the radar. Put him on the map.
Yeah.
What are you reading, Boo?
I'm just reading the description. Like, horror. I'm intrigued.
Horror TV. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Same. Did anyone here watch things like American Horror Story at all?
I've watched a handful of seasons, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
I
know.
like the show.
Handful.
You know?
Yeah, I do too.
It's just a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot. But yeah, should
They
be
were
good. I mean,
churning those out back in the day.
Yeah,
Yep.
I did too. The first 3 seasons were pretty sick.
The first season was so scary.
Oh, so scary. It was so good. But yeah, I guess it's just kind of the beginning of Pennywise. So should be cool.
Okay.
A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Ooh.
Brad, I mean,
Brad's pumped.
tell us a little bit more about this one, man.
Yeah, it's just the story of Sir Duncan the Tall, who is like the ideal white knight in the history of white knights. He came from nothing, and based on this show, without giving anything away, he becomes Sir Duncan the Tall, who is like the ideal of what you want to live up to.
Okay.
So it's just the story, as you can tell right now, like he's a nobody in this scene, and that's kind of how he starts out. So it's just the story of his come up, really, and he plays a huge part in history, and so I'm very excited. The
And
books are really good too.
They describe it as more of a lighthearted Dunk and Egg novellas.
Yeah, so there's 3 novellas with Dunk and Egg.
What is a novella? Is that a book?
It's just like a shorter books. They're smaller.
Okay.
So you can buy a book called like The Night, whatever this is called, and it's all 3 together. But yeah, I think you guys will very much enjoy it if it's more Game of Thrones and less season 2 House of the Dragon.
Okay. Yeah.
Because this is like small story, because he is a nobody, and then eventually he'll rise up and play big parts in the history of it. But
that's kind of cool. I like seeing this. Yeah.
This is something that would be like a 1 season thing, right?
Probably 1 season per book. And so 3
Oh.
books. So maybe 3 seasons at least.
Okay.
Yeah, because this starts to deal with like Blackfire rebellions, which is like Targaryen civil wars after what you're watching right now in House of the Dragon.
Oh, so this might tie in perfectly then with House of the Dragon.
Maybe it'll make me want to watch and finish it.
That's insane. That's insane.
I will get to it. I don't know if I'll do it this year. I mean, if I'll have enough time. Long Bright River, based on best-selling novel by Liz Moore, the limited series stars Amanda Seyfried. So I like her. I think she's a great actress. As Mickey, a Philadelphia cop who patrols a neighborhood hard hit by the opioid crisis. Okay, that stuff does interest me, actually. When a series of murders takes place in the area, Mickey begins to suspect her personal history may tie her to the case.
Ooh.
Peacock.
It gives me vibes of like Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah.
And Brad, so.
Outside of Yellowstone, are there any Peacock shows that are like noteworthy?
I like the Day of Jackal.
I don't think I've ever seen a TV show on
the Natasha Lyonne show that she did that's really popular.
Yeah, where she
it's like
a That's So Raven thing.
A little bit in a way, yeah, a little bit, but more adult for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, not too much though. Not too much.
Yeah.
There's like soccer on there, right, Brad?
Yeah, that's why I use it.
And reality TV.
Yeah, and WWE.
Reality TV for Vu, soccer for me.
It used to be WWE for me, but now it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Percy Jackson, the Olympians. I read the books. I think they're. I tried watching them, but they were just so kiddish, and I just was. But hey, they may, maybe they'll surprise me this new season. If they can sell me on the new season, I'd check it out. Like the idea is much better. Stranger Things is back, guys.
Let's go.
Stranger Things, the final season.
Can I admit, I have not seen a couple of the seasons. Why should I rewatch it and be ready for this?
It's because of 11. No, it's just a very interesting story. I feel like there's a little bit of horror in it, which I think you would like. And I think it's just very well written and well acted.
I really do think it's top tier television. I think it's well written, it's well acted, it's well shot. I think it's unique. It's kind of. I really do think you should check it out. Add it to your list, Brad, and just try it. Like, what season are you on?
I think if I remember right, 11 like goes down into some like cave and is like, "Rah!" And there's like a big portal or something, and I just
Oh, that's season.
in the movie theater, season 2 or 3.
Yeah. I mean, I also like the idea that it's jump started the career of
Millie Bobby Brown,
David Harbour,
Duffer Brothers, the
Yeah.
Duffer Brothers who direct. What are they a part of? Oh, Sean Levy was started on this. Who did Deadpool and Wolverine? This was his first. No, I just think I seriously think they're very. I don't know. I guess
I think it's worth a
I'm
rewatch.
also kind of hungry and tired a little bit, so I'm not on top of my game right now. But I think it's just good. I don't know.
I'm gonna put it on my list.
Give it a chance. Try maybe get back. You just need a break from it.
And I've read other things about it. And I know some like the cool monsters and stuff, and that's the stuff I'm really interested in.
Yeah.
Is like the lore of that upside down and.
I think, and you watch Joe Keery become. My favorite part of the show is Joe Keery's character arc from becoming that douchebag boyfriend to what he is now in the show. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
It is so good. It's one of the best character arcs in TV for me. He's such a likable character. And I love him. I mean, Joseph Quinn was in the fourth season.
I forgot about that.
And he's really good in the fourth season. He acts his ass off. I mean, every one of these actors, I just feel like they're all going to be famous someday.
Maya Hawke's in it. Yeah. This is very good. Brad, please watch it so that we can discuss season 5.
All right.
Yeah. I'd love for you to be able to do that. We're on the final 3, boys. We got Task, which can be an HBO. It's from the mayor of Easttown. He stars as an FBI agent and the reluctant head of an interagency task force investigating a string of drug house robberies. I don't know really any of these actors and actresses, but I do think he's a great actor.
Yeah, I do love Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
that's Wednesday. Did anyone here watch Wednesday? I know it was really big at the time it came out, but I never did either.
No.
Yeah, not really my vibe.
Yeah.
An untitled Guy Ritchie series with Tom Hardy,
Pierce Brosnan,
and Ellen Mirren. Wow. Okay. That's not bad. Ritchie returns to London underworld for a series headed by Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, and Ellen Mirren. They'll follow 2 warring families with enterprise stretching around the world. Fiercely loyal fixer, Hardy, who serves one of the families. Okay. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We got the top 31 shows coming out. I've got plenty on my list.
Yeah, we got a big list now.
A big list now. So I'm looking forward to this, dude. Looking forward to seriously, Brett or Vu, the way you put it, dude. This might be the biggest year yet, and I don't know how movies gonna be able to compete, but you know what, we'll see.
Yeah, this is gonna be a huge year.
Yeah. Any TV shows you boys that stood out to you guys? You guys want to watch?
I feel like Severance for sure. That's a must watch. Last of Us must watch.
Yeah.
Low key, The Chair Company.
Yeah, Chair Company for sure.
I could see that being the next rehearsal kind of show.
Yeah. That's what I kind of think of too.
Isn't that supposed to come out this year too?
Wait, that's right. Yeah, I think the rehearsal might be coming out. That's why it wasn't on this list.
What about The Boys?
No, it's gonna be a new season of Gen V. I think this. Well, golly, there's so much that didn't even make that list.
Yeah.
2026.
Okay.
But yeah, Gen V.
Boys or Gen V?
Boys 2026, Gen V this year.
Wow, they didn't even have it on this
Gen
list.
V. I like Gen V.
Dude, so there's even shows we didn't even talk about that are gonna be on here. I mean, this year's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, Ironheart didn't even make this list.
And we'll keep it that way
too. You get to meet Ironheart and Black Panther too, Brad. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Well then, hey, I mean, let's end it with what are we watching? I mean, Brad, I feel like you've been watching a lot of new shows. I brought up earlier that I'm watching Lord of the Rings with Lindsay. We're on season 2, aka the second movie, The Two Towers, right now.
Season 2, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it's good so far. So, Brad, I mean, I'm gonna think about what else I'm watching. I know I didn't watch anything last week, so I haven't been updated on anything new. Oh, I watched The Accountant. Have any of you guys seen The Accountant?
Oh, with Ben
Affleck?
Affleck? That's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah, good movie. I would give it a nice 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, nice 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, I saw A Star's Born, which was
Which year?
What?
Which one? It's been a movie that there's like 4 versions of it.
Really? Okay. Well, I saw the Lady Gaga and
Gotcha.
Bradley Cooper one.
Yeah.
Beautiful movie, great movie. Also watched Prey. That's like a fun, very contained film. You know.
Yeah.
So
What do you
like,
think of Prey, man?
good movie. Like it's short, it's sweet. Like it's just it all happens right there in this one location.
It's also just not like extremely extra,
Yeah,
which I love
yeah.
about it. The idea that it's
Like a
a
down to
toned
earth.
down, yeah, like a
It's a
down to
thing.
earth Predator movie. It's a good way to put
Which
it.
is weird to say, but yeah.
Okay. I was gonna ask if that was an alien movie. What, Predator?
You
Predator.
asked that last week, and I felt
Yeah.
insulted by it. But I can see why you're like that. It's okay. It's okay. In general, consensus would think the same thing. But if you see Prey, you'll think, oh yeah, these are different.
Okay.
And then
It puts respect back on the Predator name.
Okay.
right, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then I believe Creature Commandos is over, and I have finished it.
How was that?
Yeah, what do you think of the first product?
Enjoyed it. I really did. The cast is good. The story, I mean, the characters are really good. And the story, the story is pretty contained. Like it's just 7 episodes. I think they're 30 minutes or less. So yeah, I would recommend if you, especially like a good animated, well done DC show.
Okay.
It was one of those where I was just like, man, I have nothing to watch before I had this huge list.
Yeah.
Put on episode 1 and I watched like 4 episodes in a row.
Nice.
Okay.
Very good. It's easy to watch that, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Vu, how about you, man?
I've been slacking a little bit.
That's all right.
I've been watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I love what you watch.
The OG.
That's
Yep.
good.
So a throwback.
Did we have that on the top comedies? Did I put that on there?
No, we didn't do that on our sitcom.
We didn't do that one?
That should have been on the sitcom
I
bracket
fucked
for
up.
sure.
That's on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, but that's a solid show. And I don't know if Lindsay's watching this. Trader season 3.
Oh yeah. She's watching it, dude.
Yeah. I almost cried the last episode. It's my favorite person got voted off. But but yeah, that's pretty much what I've been watching.
I think her favorite person is the Minnesota woman.
Carolyn from Survivor.
Yeah. She loves her.
Yeah. Rachel's friends, co-workers with her.
What the hell? Rachel knows everyone.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Anything else, man, you want to shout out that we should all recommend to watch?
No, I just finished the last season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation. I definitely would not recommend that.
Oh yeah, dude. I love it, dude. I love that you're on there. I don't even think the casual person watches that, and you're watching. I love it, man.
Yeah.
The normal man. I love that. That's so good, man. Yeah, like you said, I mean, I'm tonight's the season finale of Skeleton Crew. I'm excited for that. I'll review that next week.
Can you rank that compared to other Star Wars shows?
I mean, I just keep describing it as I like it because I had no expectations for it.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't really like it's actually really good. I can't ever say it's better than Mandalorian, better than not Ahsoka for me, but it is good. It's good in a different way, you know. It's kind of Goonies-esque. Why I look back on Goonies, and I love that movie. When it's on TV, I watch Goonies.
Yeah,
you know, it's really up there with that kind of quality because of the kids and stuff. But and also Jude Law is just a great Jedi. Oh,
I think it's in the commercial that he's.
Is it okay? Good, because he is like his character is really good. He's really flawed. I think all the characters are really good. So yeah, solid. Do you want like something? If you're yearning for Star Wars, this is a good opportunity for a new one.
Oh, better than Acolyte.
Yeah, I'm never gonna check that one out. I don't know. We'll see. Although I do like it, so who knows? Yeah, I have to be convinced. So.
Good.
Well, boys, that's it. That's episode 57 of Filmahyolics. Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
Big year TV. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That's the preview. Any predictions on the best show for this year for the Fappies? Like any early predictions yet?
I think it's gonna be a battle between Severance and
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Last of Us. There's gonna be one more show that surprises us.
I like that.
Yep, that's good.
There's one more show. That should be another good. That's a good question, though. We'll see, man.
Yeah.
How about you guys? What do you think?
Severance.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be Severance, Last of Us, and then that Mark Ruffalo show, that short series.
Oh, Mary Son from the
That's
Yeah.
a good
Mary
guess,
Son.
too.
Yeah, that was your number one
Those are
before.
bait. Emmy's bait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that was your number one short series before. What did you?
Chernobyl. Yeah, I
Chernobyl.
watched Chernobyl. Chernobyl's crazy. There's
It's
nothing
so
better.
goddamn good, dude. I love Chernobyl.
I can't
Well,
believe I
everyone out
love
there, follow us on all channels. Subscribe to us on like Spotify. Download our episodes. Add them to your guys' Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe, comment. Do whatever you guys can. If you see Filmahyolics Entertainment Podcast, and we know you do, make sure you just engage. That's what really will help the show. Follow us on all those apps as well. We're gonna keep coming out. So even if you don't follow us, we're still gonna come out with episodes.
We don't care.
Yeah, we really don't care. So I know it's like that. Yeah, first season was like, do you like us? Second season, I can't think of what maybe would be, but third season is we
They
don't
do
care.
like us.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Second season you do like us because we saw the download numbers. So
Joke's on you.
yeah,
Let's
jokes
take
on
it
you,
Asia.
buddy. Yeah. So yeah, everyone out there, keep checking us out, keep fapping, and we'll see y'all for an episode 58 of Filmahyolics Entertainment Podcast.
Bye.
Peace.